Hi everyone, I'm Catherine Just, and I'm the creator of the Soulful eCourse. And I just have one question for you while you're here. I want to ask you if you've ever found yourself in a situation where something's happening and you wish you were somewhere else. You're in your mind thinking about all the other places that you would rather be than where you are in that moment. Does that sound familiar? Because it does to me. And I wanted to share a story with you about my son Max and I and an evolution that took place. I gave birth to my son Max about 4 years ago, and as a part of motherhood, there's this thing called nap time that happens every day. And so my husband would be at work and I would be getting ready to have Max go to nap time, and I would rock him and I would sing songs to him and I would read books to him, and what I thought would be a 10-minute or 15-minute experience before he fell asleep turned into this hour-long process of trying to convince my son that it was time for nap time. And what made it so frustrating is that I was in my mind thinking of all the other things that I needed to get done. I was hungry, I wanted to have lunch, I wanted to watch E! News, okay? I wanted to watch E! And I wanted to check in with my friends and check my email and just do whatever I wanted. And he wasn't getting the memo. And so I was just finding myself frustrated with this nap time business and really suffering as a result. And so I realized that I was the one that needed to shift something, because nap time wasn't going to change. He still needed a nap, and I really wanted to stop suffering. And so the next time he went to nap time, I brought my iPhone with me, and as soon as he fell asleep, I decided to take a picture of the two of us in whatever position he ended up. And what happened was that a shift in perception happened. I was able to get out of my mind and really present in the moment. And what I found was that there was an amazing sacred time happening right where I was. I didn't need to go somewhere else to have an experience. It was actually happening right now. So it shifted my whole idea about nap time, and from then on I actually couldn't wait for nap time. And it began this 3-year process of me taking nap time photos of the two of us, and I have just hundreds of pictures that document how he fell asleep, how the light was falling on the two of us, and I think it gave us clues into this sacred time in our lives that will never be, it will never happen again. Nap time actually just ended about a month ago, and I'm just grateful that I took the time to really find a tool to help me shift from fear, suffering, and feeling a bit depressed to being inspired, to be present, to be able to really celebrate my relationship with my son. And so this was really the premise for a lot of the projects that I have in the eCourse, where we're looking at beliefs that are keeping us suffering. And I'm using different tools throughout each day, Monday through Friday, for 6 weeks. This is an immersion process, so we're really diving in deep, and we're using photography as a tool for transformation. We're using writing, we're using interviews with life leaders like Miguel Ruiz, who wrote the book, The 4 Agreements, and we're using prompts to help us with our physical well-being and inner wellness, and permission to dive in and excavate the ways that we are holding ourselves back from having an experience of the moment that brings us joy. So I really hope that if this makes sense to you and you resonate with that, that you read below a little bit more about what the eCourse has to offer and you sign up. It's a great time. It's the beginning of the year, and it's a great time to really dive in and excavate, examine, and embrace your greatness so that you can have the rest of your year just moving forward towards what it is that you were meant to do, rather than spending so much time suffering. So that's my wish for you, that you move from fear to love, that you move from love into expression fully of who you are. So thank you for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the eCourse.